start off straight off the bat because I see you being all huggy with Brandi here.
Who would have ever thought?
And one of the teasers we saw was you guys going at it.
I know. Well, we had some back history. We had a social media frenzy. And I was super afraid to go on the show because I knew she was on it, and I thought, this is not going to be good. This is scary. Oh, what have I gotten myself into? But at the end of the day, like, even when we were fighting, we're looking at each other, we're like, kind of get you. Like, I really kind of get you.
Friendship simmering underneath all this.
All this hate, there's a friendship.
I love that. I love that. Okay, so then give us the scoop of what happens on this ultimate girls trip.
What doesn't happen on this trip?
Because first of all, it's all ex-housewives, some of which you haven't met yet.
I don't really like that title, but we're going with it.
We'll call it veteran, the veteran.
The veterans, yes. You know what? We had so much fun. We got to know girls that, like, for me, I knew Dorinda. Obviously, I knew Vicky. I had a beef with this one over here, Brandi. And then Phaedra, I didn't really know. I had known her from watching her as a fan, and I loved her. Eva, I had no idea who she was. And then of course Jill, and then Taylor. Taylor lives in Orange County, so I kind of know her, and I run into her once in a while. Super sweet. So I was a little bit afraid going in, but once we got into it, like, it was like riding a bicycle again. Yeah. It was like, okay, we got this. We're doing it.
And you were surprised that you hit it off right away with?
Well, Brandi.
Yeah,
I was super surprised I hit it off with her. But just getting to know girls that I didn't know in different franchises and have that common ground where we all were on a show that was, obviously different franchises, but the same franchise, whatever that means.
So would you go back to the original franchise if they asked you to?
Well, you'll have to wait and see.
Oh boy, you're dropping some hints here. Maybe.
I mean, do they need me?
Okay, well, we'll talk about your podcast.
Yes.
You lay it all on the podcast?
I do. I did a podcast today. I had Drew as a guest, who was probably one of the best guests we've ever had. Very open. I love the guests that give us, like, backstory, not the ones that are like, I can't say a word. So she was a great guest. 2 Teas in a Pod with Teddy Mellencamp. iHeart. They contacted me and asked me, like, I had asked to do so many podcasts, and I'm like, I have a big mouth. I do not want to do a podcast.
Right.
Like, I was afraid.
Well, let's talk about your big mouth, because I know sometimes you say a lot of things about certain housewives and then they get mad. Do you ever get that feedback from them or no?
Yeah, I just mended fences with Teresa. So yes, definitely I say things, and I swear I can say anything that is, even if I say something nice, the press takes it, twists it, turns it, and then I'm like, oh God, here we go again.
Well, you're kind of used to that already, though.
Kind of. Yeah.
So what did Teresa say?
As Andy Cohen said, there's one person I really wish didn't have a podcast, and that's you.
All right, so wait, how are things now with Teresa?
Oh, good. Everything's good. It was a misunderstanding.
But what about Heather? Because I know she mentioned that you had said that she kind of blocked you from coming and filming in the show, that you didn't appreciate that.
Okay, so Heather asked me to film last season, and I declined for different reasons. I just didn't show up. It just didn't make sense to me at that time. She went on her podcast, said some things, had her co-host said some things about me that were not nice. Said that I was desperate, that all I do is sit around and watch housewife shows, that I have nothing going on in my life. And I'm like, wait, I have Venus CBD, I have a gym, I have, kids, I have a husband, like, I have business going on. So I took offense to it, and I called her, I texted her, and she called me, and we kind of ironed it out.
Okay.
But I still feel like you can't put the toothpaste back into the tube. Like, she already kind of said, like, there's no place for Tamra on the show. And I kind of felt like who are you to say that?
Right.
Yeah. So that's not something for you to say. So that kind of upset me and hurt me, because I always rallied for her. I always wanted her back. And when the role was reversed, she's like, oh, Tamra had a good run. I'm like, wait, what? I thought we were friends. So it kind of I saw her in a different light.
Right.
And I don't know what to make of it. I don't know, was she trying to cock block me?
Not someone you maybe want to go on Ultimate Girls Trip 3?
Maybe. So we'll see.
You might end up with another friend like Brandi.
Heather and I are not in bad terms by any means.
Right.
Just, there was stuff that was said, I didn't understand it. We talked about it. She sent me a very nice message on my anniversary, because she was in my wedding, sent me pictures, said she missed me, and, we definitely need to talk.
Absolutely. Okay, well, let's talk about you and Eddie. You guys have
Yes.
so adorable. You just posted something IG, showing some love and support. So, any feedback that you give people or advice to like making marriage work? I mean, especially since you've been together for so long.
I don't know that I am the perfect person for that. However, I've been married 3 times, but I would definitely say a third time's a charm. I learned a lot, from my first 2 marriages. I married my best friend. And somebody that he respects me and I respect him, and we love each other and we have a good time together. I don't tell him what to do, he doesn't tell me what to do. We spend so much time together and we just make it work. We just celebrated a 9-year wedding anniversary. We've been together 12 years and it feels like the very first week we started dating. The love is good.
What do you think with your relationship with Eddie that you learned from the first 2 that you brought into this marriage and you thought, okay, this is a game changer?
Well, you can't change anybody, and that's the thing. Fall in love with somebody, marry somebody that you love. I know it sounds stupid, but
it doesn't.
You know what I mean? I mean, everybody marries somebody they love, but don't marry somebody that you see red flags, or you don't like this about them, or you don't like that, or you don't like the way they eat, or you know what I mean? There's so many things. For him, it has always been easy. It is still easy. We get along well. Do we have arguments?
Of course.
Once in a while. But at the end of the day, I respect him, he respects me, we're in love, we have a good time. That's it. We don't take it too serious.